Christchurch's 3-bin curbside collection system has revolutionised the way that Christchurch residents' waste is managed. Household waste is sorted in the home into the red rubbish bin, the green organics bin and the yellow recycling bin. By sorting waste, residents save thousands of tonnes of material from going to the landfill. This is fantastic for the environment and great news for the city. A fleet of yellow and white curbside collection vehicles collect recycling from over 80,000 yellow recycling bins each week. The trucks collect 5 days a week and deliver the recycling to the recycling plant in Parkhouse Road. When the collection truck arrives at the plant, it's weighed so that it's possible to calculate very accurately the amount of recycling collected by that truck. It then drives into the 4,000 square metre plant building where all the recycling from the yellow bins is separated. The recycling includes cardboard, paper, glass bottles and jars, steel and aluminium tins and cans, and different types of plastic container. It can also include contamination, like flimsy plastic packaging such as bread bags, meat trays, nappies, clothing and shoes, and unwanted household items. It's really important to keep items like these out of the recycling bin so it doesn't contaminate the other recycling. A loader pushes the recycling onto a specially designed moving floor, which acts like a conveyor belt. As the recycling travels along the floor, a slow-turning wheel makes sure that only a shallow line of recycling travels towards the decontamination room. Staff remove any contamination they see by hand. The contamination is dropped onto a conveyor belt and is collected in a skip before being sent to landfill. The recycling is now ready to be separated. First, a series of screens are used to separate the cardboard and paper from the other recycling. Each screen has spinning discs with gaps. Depending on the angle of the screen and the size of the gaps between the discs, cardboard or paper travel up and over the screen and the rest of the recycling falls between them. As the cardboard or paper travels over the top of the screen, it falls onto a conveyor belt, where staff check for any contamination that may have got through by accident. It's then piled on the plant floor, ready for baling. An enclosed screen with much smaller gaps between the discs is used to remove the glass from the rest of the recycling. As the steel tins, aluminium cans and plastic containers continue on, a magnet attracts the steel tins out of the rest of the containers. The rest of the containers move towards an eddy current, which works in reverse to a magnet and separates the aluminium cans from the remaining containers. The cans are then fired up a pipe into a large holding bin. Now only plastic containers are left, and they enter into 2 optical sorters. These machines shine infrared lights onto the containers. The infrared light highlights the different plastics using a special camera. A computer looks at the image of each container and within milliseconds can know the type of plastic the container is made of. As the computer registers the type of plastic, a directional jet of air is released, which pushes the different plastics into one of 3 holding bins. The separated recycling is then baled into 1 metre cubed blocks, which weigh anything from 250 kilograms to 1 tonne. This helps the recycling to be easily stacked and transported. The bales are then loaded into containers and sent off to local and international recyclers to be recycled into new products. These new products can include recycled paper, fencing wire, power sockets or even clothing, some of which you may well see on the shelf of your local shop one day. The glass is crushed on site and sent to businesses for a variety of uses, including grip blasting, road marking and construction, filtering in swimming pools and underground pipe bedding. If you're a Christchurch recycler, next time you put something in your yellow bin, think of the amazing journey that piece of waste must go on before it's used again as a new product. Your great work prevents thousands of tonnes of material going to landfill. Love your rubbish, love your recycling, and thank you for making the difference.